Hello, my name is Neomis, and for today's game against Sheffield United, Arsenal have once again, I repeat, once again, managed to fluff their lines and have ruined another potential chance for Arsenal potentially to finish in the top four for this game. And I repeat, it is Sheffield 1, Arsenal nil. I don't know whether I should be surprised about this game. I did predict a close one. I did think, it's Arsenal, so I'm gonna go for the Arsenal, and I predicted a 2-1 victory. Literally during the game, I was talking about this game. I tweeted out my prediction video, and I thought this was a game that Unai and the team, they could all come together and prove us wrong. Prove all the haters wrong. Prove the likes of Jamie Carragher wrong tonight on Sky Sports, and the likes of Patrice Evra wrong on tonight on Sky Sports. But it was another game where we fluffed our lines and we just didn't execute. First of all, I do have to give a big props up to Sheffield United. I think part of the reason why we lost this game today is not just solely because of Arsenal's inadequacies, but to do with the fact that how well Sheffield United defended. This is probably the second game over the past 7 days where I literally have to be like, you know what? Hats off to you. Hats literally off for you, Sheffield United. Along with Manchester United yesterday, I thought they played fantastically well in the game against Liverpool. I thought that they had a brilliant defensive performance against the European champions. And like Manchester United, Sheffield United performed in exactly the same defensively solid, just gritty performance in the game where, I'm watching the game, and I know all of you guys watching this video, you're watching the game and you're thinking, you know what, Sheffield United they're kind of good, like they're solid, they're gritty, they were able to keep with the strategy that their manager have in place. And yes, they have the players that, they have a cohesion there of players over the past several years they've amassed, along with one or two little new ones here and there. But nevertheless, they have a cohesive squad. And then compare that to the Arsenal, where, Unai Emery, second season in, you have a lot, and I repeat, a lot of people wondering what Unai Emery is doing. I've got people trying to tell me that Unai Emery should be sacked, like already. And with performances like this, well, not even performances like this, with results like this, it's just giving them fuel to the fire. I talked about Mesut Ozil in my last couple videos, which you could go and check out. That we need, as Mesut Ozil experiment is done. But it was one of those situations whereby we need some creativity. Before I even go into Arsenal, I just have to, bring to you what Chris Wilder said. So I went and listened to the interview that Chris Wilder did after the game with Jamie Carragher and Patrice Evra. And three of the main things that he talked about on how he beat Arsenal today. The balance in and out of possession. They needed to make sure that the balance in and out of possession was there. That it existed. That there was a balance. Secondly, they limited Arsenal's chances. That was their game plan. Balance in and out of possession. Limit Arsenal's chances. And thirdly, they had to make sure that they keep a good shape behind the front two. Three things. 1, 2, 3. And that's all that they needed to do in order to beat Arsenal. That was it. That was it. That is all you need to do to be a solidly defensive side. This is the reason why they were able to get so close against Liverpool. Even Carragher at the beginning of the game thought that Arsenal were going to get an absolute shellacking just based on how well that they played against Liverpool. But, that's a Liverpool fan saying that. So, he would say that. But the strategy that Sheffield United had in place, absolutely brilliant. And Arsenal. Arsenal. So for the thumbnail of this video, you've clicked on it. You can see Martinelli, Saka, Pepe, Aubameyang, Lacazette. You've got these guys. We were left on the pitch at the end of the game, or throughout the game. We had, 4 strikers in Martinelli, Lacazette, Aubameyang, and Pepe. What did they do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Didn't score a goal. Hardly any chances were created. And one thing I will say is that this is not an advocate for Mesut Ozil to be in the squad. I will say that right now. We need more than just Mesut Ozil in this side. If Mesut Ozil was playing, we would have lost the ball in midfield and Sheffield United would have scored more goals. But what this game really needed was something else. The way how we attack, and if you haven't noticed, a lot of the times when we attack from inside out and then back inside again. And we kept on trying to do it all game. All game. We have the ball in midfield, so it'll either be like Guendouzi or Xhaka within the midfield, maybe Willock. Then they'll somehow pass it out wide to the fullbacks. And then they'll try to cross it in again. And then nothing happens. And then what kept happening was that every time they tried to cross it in, Sheffield United would either intercept the ball, head, feet, it didn't matter. Like, they got rid of it and they got it either to their players or it went back to an Arsenal player and it was the same cycle all over again. And it's one of the things where even in the commentary after the game on Sky Sports, Evra said it. Patrice Evra, I mean. What is the difference between Emery and Arsene Wenger? I like Emery. I like what he's doing. I see what he's doing. And he might not get a lot of time just based on how reactive a lot of Arsenal fans are. And, I'm not sure how the board are going to be, how reactive they are. But it's a tough situation. Emery needs, I repeat, needs to find a way to get our attack going. Not just with goals, but goals that are different. We are not scoring different goals. We are becoming very tap-in merchants. We need to be scoring goals inside the box, outside the box, head, left foot, right foot, you name it. We're not doing that. We're not scoring goals like that. Yes, it was great to see Lacazette back. Looks pretty good. Was able to hold up the ball really well. But again, it was the whole outside in. Something has to be done. Normally in these kind of reviews that I do of games, I like to talk about the 4 players, try to be positive and talk about the 4 players that really impacted this game and was really, really good. And I'm struggling just to name 3 to 4 players that were kind of good for Arsenal. I would say Pepe, you could see again more signs of him, being a good player. He still needs time, but yeah, this was a bit of a kick in the teeth, is what I would say. And from this performance, it just outlines every bit of weakness that Arsenal have. You look at the game overall and you see the result is not that bad, but you gotta ask yourself, there needs to be more. but I don't see where we could get more from. So you know what? For this video, leave your comments below. Let me know, what is it that you think more from what Arsenal could do to bring something more out of this game? What else do we need? Because we need something else. Something just isn't quite right. We need something that still does what Emery wants him to do in terms of defensiveness, which can be improved, but, you know, moving the ball quick, still having the technical ability, still having the pace. But the final balls just isn't there. Just isn't there. So leave your comments below. This has been a very unusual review of a match. I really like these to be positive, but I gotta be honest with my feelings. I can't. I don't like how this game has turned out. We've lost. Second loss of the season against a side that we should be beating, especially if we want to finish in the top 4 at the end of the season. It's disappointing. Leave your comments below. Yeah, let me know what you think. And I'll see you guys on Thursday for the Europa League. Peace.